So there's some weird echo. Is that supposed to be? Why is that? I'm too close. Didn't do that before. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I know why. All right. So I want to start with a riddle joke. I think it's a riddle. How is a tomato like a dolphin? So, ready for the answer?
Yes.
So, the answer is a tomato is a fruit that most people think is a vegetable, and a dolphin is a mammal that most people think is a fish. And so, that's kind of an intro to what I'm going to read. If you've ever been thrown into a category and labeled the wrong label, and then sort of felt punished for that category, you'll understand what this is about. And if anyone has ever told you that your mind works differently than someone else's, and that hurts you, don't listen to them, because everyone's mind works differently. Right. So, I'm going to read a poem, and to put it in context, it's kind of a portrait, so you have to kind of visualize, and to help visualize, because some people don't like grammar, and some people don't like marine biology, I'm going to I'm going to explain just a couple things just to help put it in context. I personally don't like statistics and probability, which is why I didn't take I wanted to be a major in astronomy, but there's too many statistics in classes, so I majored in philosophy instead. No statistics. But this is the reason, is because, honestly, this is the reason, is statistics put people in categories and generalize them into categories, and I don't like that. And also probability, since I believe in a God of miracles, really is kind of a moot point. I mean, he can do anything, and, all the laws of physics, everything, he can totally do anything you want, so probability is kind of moot. So that's the reason that I don't like those things. But if you don't like grammar, I'm going to explain something that's going to help. So this piece is called Oyster Season, the War of Ellipsis and Ampersand. And ellipsis is the name for the 3 dots that you find between words that leave a space in between to help you think, or however you want to see an ellipsis, how it works. And then an ampersand is this crazy little, and depending on the font, it can look different, but it means and, all right? An ampersand is the name of the symbol that means and. So get these in your mind visually, and it'll help. Then marine biology, oysters. All right, so oysters, how an oyster makes a pearl is this very annoying piece of something gets inside the oyster, and the oyster, it's a foreign object, and so it hurts, and so a lot, and it can't just spit it out, so it covers it with what people call mother of pearl, but really it's just covering it so that it doesn't hurt so much. And that's what makes a pearl. And I don't want to get too into the details of how a sperm and egg meet, and look this up, it's very important to understand how this works. But when the egg attaches to the uterine wall, is also considered a foreign object by the mother, and literally science has proven that the egg and sperm, the fetus has to talk the mother into keeping it in a scientific, weird, chemical way. So, accepting it in her body, basically. All right. So, this is called, are you ready for the poem? All right, so this is called Oyster Season, the War of Ellipsis and Ampersand. The light in the room is dim. I can only see her eyes. Her voice, too, is thick and round. She tells me her mind is full of ampersand. Ampersand, I ask. Her laugh is a tumble of hiccups. Yes, like a current. Her eyes tilt as she moves her head. It sounds like, her voice whirls and rolls over the sound. And an end, an end, an end, an end, an end, an end, an end. An end, 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 an end. Her eyelids dip, hiding two wet pearls. All those little ampersands unraveling in the soft part of my mind, slipping around heavy rocks, sometimes scratching them, sometimes tripping, infiltrating the open wounds, sometimes tumbling themselves into landslides over the cliffs, sudden land shifts. Her voice catches itself in midair, avoiding the tangled nets. The light in the room is dim. Her pearls shine there. I love ampersand, she says, and I believe her. All you need is one sand to enter, like a seed crystal. And all of a sudden, you have tunnels connecting all over, opening and closing, metaphors extending and contracting, analogizing, paradoxizing, onomatopoeizing, tilting images on tiptoe and coating each other with Crayola colors, and all of them swimming. And it hurts a little bit when you wonder how it landed there. The seed part, I mean the igniting part. But it's not igniting like from the end of a match. Unless she takes a breath and blows it out. No, it's not igniting, because what's moving there is moving in both directions, like a verb. Only a verb isn't always there until it happens either, but it is somehow there, only not there yet. And it does happen like that, like it's intransitive, like it doesn't know it could be transitive or make any distance in respect to another, because it didn't begin with a point, see? Because it's only what it is, like igniting only in directions from the middle out, light waves and moving things. I want to ask her if she polishes her eyes. The light in the room makes them look soupy and melting. So what happened with them, I ask. Oh, something about voltage, I think. I mean, unbalanced, imbalanced, off-balanced, something. But they're mine. It's mine, the ampersand. I collected it. I did. I think so. Didn't I? No. Because it was not there, and then it was there, and then it was moving, see? And moving things can't be off balance, not if they're moving. They can't be. And they can't, pry me open and see. They look, and they try to see through here. But they couldn't. They can't. Unless they pry me open, and then it's not moving anymore, see? Because it's over. The war is over if they pry me open. Sand isn't ampering anymore. All that's left is Ellipses. Her eyes are still melting, slipping like mercury. It's silent. Ohms, she is whispering. Just a little resistance, they told me. Ohms are good. She makes a noise like a choking whistle. Om, om, om. Like an Eastern thing. stilling those tumultuous waters, still so the birth is painless, still like the sound her voice catches and snags on her tongue, still. Just ellipsis. Now they can connect the dot. Almost. Little resistance. Small deletion here and here. No pain. Unnecessary intersections. See, intersections leave me unsettled, they told me. Unsettled and moving, unnecessary. Deprived of brine, her pupils surface, round and black and still. The light in the room is dark.